If I may make a suggestion, take a mental health day once in a while, take a mini vacation, go out there, do some good for yourself, take a break, meet a pretty girl or a guy. Well, maybe not pretty good. Well, if a pretty guy is your thing. And well, I don't judge. Understand that I don't judge, all right? I don't care what you do, who you are, where you come from, how you speak, what your inclinations are, as long as you're not being an evil piece of trash. That's basically Dragonstorm. Coming back from an awesome weekend where I just detached from everything, I'd like to make something abundantly clear as my channels are rising. See, I've said this before, this is not your normal narc abuse, recovery, awareness, whatever you want to call it, channel. This is a different flavor. And that's because there are plenty of other people out there doing content and have been for a long time. And quite frankly, if it wasn't for them, I don't know if I'd be here today, so I'm very thankful to all of them. And I can't mention them all, but I just wanted to say that if you want some good motivation, if you want to be told about that narc, go see Coach Randy White. He is one of the best. Also, if you need that mama bear energy, that maternal, that goddess-like energy, check out Sean K. Howardson. I would also like to give a shout out to a woman, Healing with Shells, who I've been watching for her whole healing journey. She has exploded. That is an example of someone going from a healing journey to a hero's journey. Please check her out. I'm so proud of her and thankful for everything that she's doing. And I can only pick so many to shout out before I began my diatribe, so I just wanted to say, guys, Weave told me. If anybody has Dragonstorm energy, it's Weave told me. Marcus Weaver is my spirit animal. So there's lots of very informative content out there, which is something that is desperately needed when you're trying to understand and break down narcissistic personality disorder, the trauma bond, and everything that you're going through. Because if you're going through it for the first time, or you're realizing it for the first time and trying to heal, you need that type of content. And if you need that, and you haven't already, please check out Dr. Romney. That is the queen. She is top notch, has helped me and so many others, and I'm thankful to her as well. There's a whole group of people out here who survived narcissistic abuse, no matter whether the narcissist was in their family, a parent, a lover. And the early ones that I watched, yeah, some of them brought a little comedy, some of them brought a little bit of harshness, motivation, positivity, a lot of information. And could I do that type of content? Sure, I could do that, but I don't want to be just another one of them. I need to be me. One thing that we learn when we heal from narcissistic abuse is to be your authentic self, to suffer no fools. And we also learn that true evil exists. True evil absolutely exists. They're called narcissists. It's an eye-opening experience that you never wanted to go through. And when I approach this content, I approach it from my own personal experience and what I know I needed when I was going through different phases of narcissistic abuse. I do all of my videos mostly in one of three categories. My first category of videos that I mainly do, but not all, is comedy. Right now, your narcissistic ex is freaking out at the other supply so bad that they have threw their Similac and they're spitting out SpaghettiOs in a narcissistic rage. You need to laugh. We need to laugh at them. Am I being harsh? Am I being over the top? Am I devaluing the clown? Yeah, I'm devaluing the clown. They're a clown. Look at how much they devalued us. They made you sacrifice your life, destroy your self-worth, manipulated you, cheated on you, triangulated you, lied to you, lied and then blamed you for it. All the crazy stuff that this evil clown did in a burning circus of cognitive dissonance, shifting blame, triangulation, and throwing things up each other's ass. You put up with that. Yes, I'm clowning the narcissist because you look back at that thing that you dealt with, that demon, that person who lives in nothing but lies, but is so grandiose that they're absolutely telling the truth all the time and you're the problem. You're the narcissist. You have to laugh at that. It's good for us to laugh at it. Bring joy back into our lives. Narcissists took the joy out of us. You bring it back, laugh. And two, you also got to laugh at yourself. You went through shame when you healed from the narcissist. You had to deal with the fact that you dealt with that. You put up with that. You allowed yourself to be a dedicated side piece. You believed their lies. You let yourself fall into that trap. All right. Well, you were manipulated and you understand that when you come out of it, but you've got to learn to laugh at yourself. That way, when you come across another demon clown, you could just see it and go, dun, 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 dun. No, thank you. The second main type of videos that I do are F that narcissist. Am I being over the top? Am I being aggressive? Am I using blanket statements and terminology? Absolutely. And if you want to talk about the nuances, because every narcissist is different depending on their damage, if you want to talk about the nuances of the differences between the types of narcissists, then please come to Lodonis Dragonstorm live streams where we can have those conversations. Those F the narc videos are for people who are fighting the trauma bond, who are crawling through hell, who can't understand why they keep going back to an abusive situation, keep believing a liar, keep putting up with abuse, that are living in fear, that don't feel their own worth. People like that need a kick in the ass. People like that need somebody yelling at them. They need somebody just clowning the narc, telling them straight up that is a lying demon that will never change. They're lying about going to therapy. They are never going to be somebody different. They're never going to be who you think they are. They do not have a heart. They do not feel like us. They have a personality disorder that they chose to have. They chose not to heal and have that. And and they chose to go through life destroying people over and over again. They feed their grandiosity from destroying others, projecting their own issues instead of healing them, and creating issues in others and exasperating and torturing people. They're evil. They don't deserve respect, quite frankly. And so, yes, I'm going to use blanket statements and gross terminology. I'm going to do those things because people that are in the heat of it, they can't feel their worth. They need it. And let me tell you something. If you're watching this right now and you're going through videos and looking for content about this and you come across this message, let me tell you this. You are stronger than you ever realized. You have a resilience in you that is unrealized. And once you get away from that narc, you're going to understand that you had all the power the entire time. That narcissist is an energy vampire. They are demonic. You cannot live in a dark resonance, lying, cheating, scheming, blaming other people, destroying others. You can't live like that and not attract negative entities. And please, for everybody who's watching this, would you put in the comments if you went through a spiritual awakening after going through narcissistic abuse? Because it's a thing. That's because they're demons. You are fighting for your life, my brother or sister. You are stronger than you know. You will get better. You will heal. Go no contact. That thing is a demon. My love to you. Understand, you are my hero. You cannot crawl through hell. Go through that and not be on a hero's journey. My third main type of videos is motivation. That's my favorite type to do, the motivational content. I'm a Taurus who balances light and dark, a lot of fire aspects. My throat chakra is my power center. I love motivation. I love people feeling good about themselves, knowing their worth. We got to heal after narcissistic abuse. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need somebody to push you a little further. I damn well know I go to Coach Randy White for that. I go to Weave for that. I go to a lot of creators for that type of content because it's positive. It's motivational. You need to understand that you are okay. It's not your fault that you were chosen. You were targeted by someone for manipulation and destruction, that you were hoovered and smeared and all of the evil, nasty, horrible things that these hoovering hobgoblins do. That's not your fault. You're a shining beacon. You are a bright light in the darkness of the world, which is why a demon came after you. And trust and believe that it was an alley-oop. There were lessons you had to learn about yourself. There was a growth arc to this. This is a hero's journey as well as a healing journey that you go through. To understand yourself better, know who you are, understand your worth, you're going to heal. You're going to get to a point in your healing, if you heal properly, where you're going to look back and you're going to thank that demon for being the indestructible wall you needed to bang your head up against so that you could destroy yourself and then rebuild into the best version of who you are, the person you were meant to be. Now, every now and again, you may come across me, I don't know, acting what you would consider out of character. I'm clowning a narcissist, calling them out. And that is because I smack down cluster Bs all the time. I'm smacking these toxic gnats away out of my life, because you attract them. When you talk about them, you attract them. Constantly doing it. And every now and again, a really grandiose, ignorant, stupid, like just so stupid you can't handle it, one comes along that is so fake, I can't help but call them out. And so I do. And the thing is that narcs run the same script. So anybody out there who narc slays, you'll understand what I'm saying. But for everybody else, you can literally tell them what they're going to do, what they are, who they are, what they're going to do, what they're doing. Oh, you can predict it all, and they'll still run the same script. They'll still go for the flying monkeys, go for the smear campaign, create sock puppets when you block them to come into your comments to act as if their message about their lies is getting out, and it's not. Every now and again, I clown a narc, and I apologize to anybody who's just like, I can't do that. But listen, for everybody else who's healed and understands, you know where I'm coming from. Sometimes you got to call these fools out, and most especially if they are in the public eye, public sphere, if they have some platform of influence, and they are literally being evil, lying, still being abusive, stalkish, nasty people. I'm sorry. Like for me personally, I feel like I've got the warrior spirit. I also have that light and that dark side. So like I'll tap into that dark side now and again and go after the narc. From now on, whenever a person comes through the comments who is screaming ableism, isms, this, that's, that, or they are a triggered cluster B from the hub of evil that is running around smearing you and patting each other on the back and saying, I hope you heal. It's like that, I'm going to refer to this video, not to the cluster Bs, but I'll refer to this video. Thank you so much for listening to my diatribe. Remember, brothers and sisters, to be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and never again suffer these fools. My love to you.